Hi, I'm Mrs. Silverfox.
And I'm Mr. Silver Fox, and you're listening to the Silver Fox Swing Set.
A podcast where we document our continued experiences in our own personal lifestyle journey. Welcome, everyone, to Season 2 of the Silver Fox Swing Set, to our Summer of Sexiness 2022. I'm Mrs. Silver Fox.
And I'm Mr. Silver Fox.
How are you doing?
I'm doing excellent this evening. How about yourself?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm a couple of beers and a pre-roll in, and I feel like it's podcast 30.
We have been so busy so far. We've taken an extended break since the end of Season 1.
Well needed.
And now we're coming back with Season 2, and we have a lot of catching up to do. But before we do, what's our topic this evening?
Topic this evening is being new, being viewed as new, feeling new. Just that. And, you know, where that begins and ends, I guess, for us.
I think that's an important thing, somewhat, to talk about. What defines new, who gets to define new, all that. And we'll get down to business in a little bit. But before we do, let's tell everybody, what have we been up to? I feel like everything.
Oh, so many things. We went to a house party, and when I say we went to a house party, I want everyone who ever thinks about inviting us to a house party to know that the bar has been set for house parties. We were treated like absolute royalty. I've never felt so special in someone else's home before.
Everything from parking to the room to just generally being made to feel amazing.
Yes.
These hosts were out of this world.
True story. Our name was on the door like famous actors when they get a little star and they have a little dressing room on SNL. I felt very, very special to have a little note on the door that had my name on it.
I took a picture, and I remember going in the room with you like, holy shit, can you believe this?
Yeah.
But then you also had a second room.
Oh, yes. That I'm still not really fully sure how that room came to be, but it was funny though.
It made for a great conversation starter in breaking the ice, to be honest, even though it wasn't your thing and it's not something that you're into.
Sure.
I think it was a funny way for people to be able to approach and say, "Oh, is that your glory hole?"
Yeah. There was a tiny room, well, a sauna technically. I mean, a really nice sauna where he took the time to take the door off the thing and cover it in black sheets so that you couldn't see in or out of it. And there was a little sign above the curtain that had my name on it and said that it was my glory hole. So I did get a lot of people asking about my glory hole, which was interesting.
I personally had the chance to connect with individuals on a deeper level. I knew who they were, but really had an opportunity to sit down with them, get to know them. Mm-hmm. And that night led to some serious sexiness for you. Yeah. I went into that evening kind of having a plan in my idea, or an idea in my head, rather, to make that evening about you for you, if that makes sense. And I think we did a good job getting there.
I think you did a great job. I didn't know your full intent of that going in, and that was... I got really nice little surprises all night that kind of made me feel like a queen for a day. That was a really, really good night for me, for sure.
Well, we ran into two of our friends there. On top of all of our other friends. But these two friends we have a special connection with. Mm. And the husband and myself, we were in the garage, I'd say roughly 30 minutes before we had to beg ourselves the question, hey, where'd our wives go? Do you want to tell us where you went?
Not right this second, no. So, before I went on my little solo adventure. Actually, I was out. I feel like all four of us were out there, or maybe it was just all three of us. And I went in for something. I think a beer, or the beer wasn't even inside. I can't tell you what I went in for. But this goddess was standing in the corner of the kitchen all by herself. And the only way to get through that kitchen was to, put my skin against her skin in some kind of a way. So there was a moment where we got caught up in that corner, and then her and I took a little bit of a detour to snuggle with the door open.
Amazing view you left everybody have.
Oh my goodness, that I will tell you though, from the amount of scissoring I did to that poor woman, I was bruised the next day.
I imagine there was a few other endeavors last night that had added to that, don't you think?
Yeah, that's probably true. Primarily that was only the start of it, but
so then you snuck off with the host. Not
snuck off. Don't make it sound like that.
No. I mean, there was a discussion. There was clear communication on all of our behalfs beforehand.
Yeah, he was. He's always so charming and so fucking polite. And yeah, he asked me, and then he came and talked to Mr. Silverfox. And typically, I don't know, especially at house parties, I really don't tend to separate from you. But I think just because of the, the connection that we already have, that we, know these guys, that it worked out really nicely in my favor.
It did.
Yeah, I got to go off with him and have a really good time. And yeah, I appreciate you letting me have that.
And I didn't run off myself, but I did get to sit with the host's wife, who I enjoy to no end, and their mutual friend. Got to sit with them, had a wonderful conversation that went on for a long time. And of course, a husband, another good friend of ours, we were out there and just had a wonderful time just connecting on a mental level with everybody. I had an amazing time. I'd change nothing. But then we had the opportunity for you and I to sneak off.
Yeah, that worked out perfect, that we could have our reconnection at that same party. I wouldn't say we typically have an opportunity to reconnect at an event if we've played separately, and that was kind of a nice exception to that rule, that we had a room to ourselves. We could stay up as late as we wanted. There was no official checkout time in the morning. So yeah, and I mean, when we say reconnect, I feel like we were at it for a really long time.
Well, we left the door open again.
Shocking, I know.
Surprise number 3 took place.
Oh, yeah. That's on my list, isn't it? Listen up, folks. I did a thing that I have been attempting in several previous episodes that I feel like is always a part of my swing forward. It's always on the list of things I want to do, and the opportunity never presents itself. And this night was the night, and I am here to report that a 10 out of 10 spit roast is as magical and as wonderful and as filthy and as sexy as I fucking imagined it. And I want to do it all the time now. Again and again, I would do it. Absolutely love it.
The opportunity was perfect. And of course, I had talked about trying to arrange that on a previous event that we went to. And it just so happened that everything lined up perfectly, that it was with that gentleman. He happened to walk by the door at the right time. We had already had the discussion. I waved him in. He wanted to talk about it. You yelled at him a little bit.
Oh yeah, I think I said like, shut up and take your pants off or something.
Correct. And he looked at me. He's like, "We're okay." I'm like, "We're 100%. Just listen to the lady."
I was no lady.
So I was very happy that you got to have multiple experiences to yourself in a night. We have talked about it before where a lot of times I gain more experience than you in an evening and stuff. And I felt that it was an opportunity to say thank you. This night is all about you. You've made several nights all about me and for me. And this was kind of a way that I could, return the favor. And I was so grateful.
Oh,
You had an amazing night.
That reciprocity felt so good.
So after the house party, we wound up going to. Oh, no, not we. I'm sorry. You wound up going where?
Yeah, you actually weren't invited to that.
No, I was not.
So, the pretty lady in the corner of the kitchen at the house party, I actually asked on a date, which I feel like I've talked about in a previous podcast too, but it was finally time. We went out and saw No Resolve, and they were amazing. I wish someone would have told me the dress code for the event center that we went to, because as I drove around the front of the building, I saw that every single woman in line was wearing jeans and a hooded sweatshirt, and I was dressed like a complete slut. But luckily for me, my date also showed up like a complete slut, and it was... So we got to dress like, or look like sluts together, and had an awesome time. And also, super important that I bring this up, my first experience eating a pickle pizza.
Ooh.
Oh, fuck.
You raved about that pickle pizza when you got home.
I still have wet dreams about that pickle pizza.
I was more worried about that fine lady.
I was too, but I promised her husband that I would be a gentleman, and that I wouldn't pull any shenanigans, because neither you or him was there, so we behaved ourselves. Your face.
Now, that doesn't bother me at all. Our rule set allows for you to go out and
sure.
do that. But
I
do appreciate that, because there's a four-way connection there where we like to be a part of it. Well, I mean, we like to watch.
Well, and honestly, there's a mutual respect there that,
I agree.
I have for him and for their relationship, and I wouldn't do anything that, that would maybe prohibit me from getting to do things with her in the future.
Fair enough.
I want to go back again and again.
So you had a great time there with the concert with her, correct?
Oh my God, yes. Wonderful time.
She's such a phenomenal person.
Oh my God, she's amazing.
They went to Hito together. Thank you for all the pictures.
Oh, yes.
So sexy. What a goddamn sexy couple.
Thank you.
So after the concert, we wound up going to Euros with a social media group that we belong to as a takeover. Want to describe that scene a little bit?
Yeah, that was our first event with that group. We got invited to that group by someone that we met through the parties at SD, and it was a glow party, which, I pretty much love a party where there's black lights everywhere and I can wear things that are black light reactive.
Well, we did post some pictures on Twitter. So if you follow us on Twitter, you can check us out and what we wore that night. Mrs. Silver Fox was stunning, for the record.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. We had a fair amount of friends that were already there. Mm-hmm. Met a lot of incredible people that night with a group that we hadn't previous met. The bar was a little smaller than Princeton, laid out in a very long way.
Yeah.
The playrooms the walls were all the same colors, and it was a little confusing at first, but then we figured out how to navigate our way around.
Yeah, I think we figured it out before the end of the night.
We had an issue that night, didn't we?
Yeah, I would say.
It wound up it started before we got there, really. We weren't hitting on all cylinders on our communication, I don't think.
No.
And it kind of affected us as the night progressed. For the most part, we were on the same page, had an amazing time.
Sure.
But at the end, we just fell apart in the communication factor.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that was important for us to experience so that we could have a game plan for recognizing, because after we both kind of gave it some time, reflected on it, thought about it, we came back together, we had a conversation, long after we were home and unpacked. And, what we decided from that experience was that if we felt like we were having that communication breakdown, that we would stop whatever we were doing, take that pause, take that time, and get back on the same page or leave the place where we were at. And that was something that, that we both quickly agreed to because of course, if communication is key, comprehension and cohesion is key too. So it was important that we had that so we could establish a plan for when that happens, because it is going to happen. But for us, I think because we don't really argue in any capacity in our everyday lives, we didn't expect that it could happen to us.
And it wound up happening. We didn't share our negativity with anybody. We handled it like two adults in private, which was important. And the days ensuing, which even better discussion came out of it.
Yeah.
So kind of thankful for that experience. The club, though, itself was a really fun time.
Super fun. I'd love to go back.
Love to go back. So in the future, we'll give that a shout out and give that a try. But after Euros, we wound up going to Secret Desires for the toga party.
Oh yeah, big toga party. That weekend. That weekend was absolutely crazy.
That was probably one of the better weekends I've ever had.
All right, I know that you're talking about the sex that we had, but what I'm talking about is the utter craziness of the weekend.
I can only think about one thing.
You can only think about the sex that we had. I love that for you. So...
Oh, she's phenomenal.
I can't lose you this early in the podcast.
Okay. I'm reeling it in.
Reel it in. So, two-night takeover. Friday night, and this is the most important thing that, of course, you're not remembering, but I'm going to bring it back up. Okay, I wish that we recorded this on a phone so people can see what a smart-ass asshole you are right now, as he is rolling his eyes, pointing towards his hip because he knows what I'm about to talk about, and I am going to talk about it. Friday night, the debut of my fucking beer belt. God bless America. I mean, I don't want to hear no shit. He hates and is so embarrassed of my beer belt. But you know what? Bitches love my beer belt.
I had to eat a lot of crow.
A lot.
People loved the beer belt. It was a hit. And I don't want to foreshadow, so I'm not going to say the rest of that. But yeah, you win. You win. The beer belt is a magnificent hit.
Thank you. That was the best $7.50 purchase I have ever made in my life, and I've worn it more than once, folks. It is a conversation starter, and I love it.
The amount of people that actually approach us just due to the belt is probably better than anything we've ever come up with.
Yes. It just naturally brings people in, either to make fun of me, to compliment me on it, to ask me where I got it. It makes people ask questions. And once they get suckered into a conversation with us,
Oh, yeah. It's escalation from there.
Oh, we're like conversation sirens. We're pulling your ass into the water. You're stuck now.
Super fun. That was a great outfit.
That was great. Well, and I got to wear like a rainbow bright gay pride outfit for that. That was a fun night. I had a lot of beer that night.
Yes, you did.
I really did. That was a problem.
So the first night happened. You had a photo shoot the next day.
Oh my gosh! Not just a photo shoot, a wedding.
Oh, a wedding. Excuse me.
A whole ass wedding. That was a long day
For you.
for me. Yeah, what the fuck? You got to be a stag for the day and just do single male shit.
I was, and we went out to lunch. Just an amazing group of people. Quite a few of us went. I got to sit next to just two gorgeous women. Mrs. Desires was one of them, and another gal that I really enjoyed having a conversation with all day. Everybody was a participant of it, but these two ladies had my attention all throughout the morning, that's for sure. And had a great time, went back to the hotel after that. Got to hang out with some amazing friends to and from there because I hopped a ride. Had a great time. I'm sorry you weren't there to enjoy it.
No, you're not.
But I had something kind of awkward happen to me, though, while you weren't there.
Oh, yeah?
Well, there was some newer couples that were there, brand new. And they had listened to us, and I was talking to them, and
I know
they were
what
under
you're
a
talking
different
about.
impression of us where we were in the lifestyle.
Well, I think they were only on like episode 1 or 2.
Perhaps. But I'm not sorry for the 5 women I made out with in a row. That kind of maybe set them more on where we've been.
Yeah. Or where you plan on going. Or places where you'd like to go.
They were amazing. I hope they had a great time. I do continue to talk to one of the couples. They are fun. I enjoy their sense of humor. I appreciate anyone and everyone that reaches out to us. But if you got a sense of humor and you meet me in person and you can carry a conversation with Mrs. Silver Fox, chances are I'll keep talking to you for a while. We like you.
Yeah, that's true. If you can get past that, you can get past anything.
Well, I figure they really got to like us to put up with us. So.
But me especially, I know.
So, night 2.
Oh,
Toga.
big toga. I didn't really wear a toga. I had a lot of people tell me I was giving off Princess Leia vibes.
The outfit you had on gave me all kinds of vibes.
Oh, thank you.
That collar.
Yeah, that was a cute, what is that even called? A body chain.
Do you got that on your TikTok still?
I think I do.
Oh, I love that video.
That, I really like the way that metal kind of danced all over my skin when we were outside. And the wind kind of caught it and made the little chains kind of cold. Oh, that thing felt good all night. I kind of want to put it on right now, actually.
Please do. Go get it.
Yeah, punish me by wearing that.
A high participation rate was definitely there that night. A
Yeah.
lot of people dressed in toga.
Yes, I do love seeing people meet the theme for sure. Everyone seemed to be really, really enjoying it. I mean, including us.
There was so many sexy women wearing sheets. But some of the dresses that were out there too were, oh my God. Oh my God. So
Turns out I love a toga party.
turns out you checked off a bucket list that night. Do you
yeah.
want to talk about that? Because it just seems like you went check, 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 check down the road.
Oh, I really did. I've been checking off so many bucket lists. Okay, so I don't know if I've ever included it in Swinging Forward, just because it's kind of a raunchy thing to say. So I don't know if I've ever even said it out loud before. But until that Saturday, had never been face fucked before. I feel like that's kind of a level of trust that I don't know. You got to find somebody that really loves to do it and is really good at it, and somebody who really just wants to let go of the reins and let somebody else literally control their face. So I asked for it, to be fair, and he asked, "Are you sure?" So I knew that I was in for it, and I was really excited about that. that was fucking awesome, but super funny, super embarrassing story about that is, we do the whole face fuck thing. And I mean, when I say this man really enjoys doing that, he was really into it. Oh my God, it was so good. So anyway, we finish up. I got up and went to the bathroom, just to kind of clean myself up from playing or whatever. And I turn on the light and look in the mirror, and there is blood all over my face, which of course, I thought maybe it came from somewhere else, or maybe I cut my hand, and I'm looking all over my body trying to find where this blood is coming from, and I can taste it in my mouth. My He split my whole fucking top lip. The whole fucking thing. I lifted my lip up and looked at it and was just like, oh, fuck. And then, of course, had to make a really embarrassing announcement to the room because the lights were still kind of low in the room. Like, to everyone that just enjoyed that, if you're covered in blood, I swear to God, it's from my mouth.
I didn't notice. Oh God, his wife had my attention the whole time.
Oh, God bless her. I mean, she had my attention for a hot minute too.
God, what a gorgeous woman.
Thank
you to you.
I'm so glad that they are so cool and so chill, and that we already, had a friendship relationship with them, that me saying something like, oh, hey, sorry I got blood on everyone, was completely acceptable, and we could laugh about it and not be weird.
In a lot of areas of life, this is not an acceptable conversation.
No. No, you can't just apologize to people for getting your blood on them. That's so fucking weird. But they were so cool about it. Except that was Mother's Day weekend. So I got to celebrate Mother's Day with a fat lip from getting face fucked. And I must have seen like half of my family that day and just had to tell them that I bumped into a corner, or I don't know what lie I made up, but oh my God.
Worth it.
That was wild, but so worth it. Again, there it is again. 10 out of 10. Would do it again.
Oh, any time I was asked, I would say yes to her.
To them.
Wow.
But yes.
I'm not into him as much as you are.
No, I mean, obviously
really
not. Decidedly straight. We know. We know. Calm down.
So, one of my favorite events of all time, I'm going to chalk that one up too.
Same. That was a great time.
So after Toga, for some reason, you just keep going to concerts on dates with extremely gorgeous women.
Oh, yeah.
You want to talk about the next one?
Yeah, I do want to talk about the next one. Because that leads into something else that I want to talk about, and we're going to talk about it. Yeah, I had another concert date. Went back to the same place that I had taken the other gal to see Smile Empty Soul. And this place is so fucking great. I want to go there again and again. The venue is amazing. There's plenty of space. The bands are phenomenal. The owner is one of the nicest men I have ever met. And the staff behind the bar remembered my face and made me feel so, so welcome. And I don't know, just being remembered for a place I've been to one other time made me feel really good. So I kind of felt like a celebrity. That was a really good time with a really hot girl. However, this is one of those times where we're going to come back to my bullshit, and I'm just going to lay it all out there. I'm officially updating my arch nemesis list.
We're adding a name?
I'm adding a name.
Okay.
I have a new arch nemesis.
You want to elaborate?
Or I do. Oh, believe me, I do. So the hot little minx that I went on my second concert date with, her husband is my new arch nemesis. At the top of the list, above our other arch nemesis that we share as a couple. This man is my arch nemesis. And
I kind of like him, so I'm not sure he's in that category for me.
Well, you know what? You can just love him all you want. He's on my shit list. Not only does he owe me a pickle pizza, but he also owes me at least one evening with a get out of jail free card for an opportunity to show his hot wife my shaved asshole.
Oh.
There it is.
Okay.
Write that down.
I'm probably not going to write that down.
Not you, him. He won't write it down either, that fucker.
But you had a great time at the wedding, or at the concert.
I did have a good time at the concert.
You had a good time at the concert. That's great.
I did.
And after that, let's see, what did we do? Well, we came up to what we just got done doing, our latest event. We went to a house party, and we went to the body shop.
Oh, yeah, shit. Just yesterday.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we first went to our hotel, got dressed in like 10 minutes. We were pretty much just ready to fucking get this weekend started.
Yeah.
So before that, we had a few dinner dates. We're looking very much forward to having a couple more.
Yes.
And hopefully some naughty repeat offenders.
Mm-hmm.
But we went to the hotel first, and then we left the hotel in about 10 minutes, and we went to a house party. What do you think of that house party?
Oh, my God. Okay, so first, this is the kind of house party where it's invite only, and if you have never been, you have to have someone sponsor you. So they're very careful about who they bring in, who they vet to invite into their home, which, of course makes perfect sense. But they do have a big party, and they have a beautiful home and a beautiful property that's secluded out in the middle of nowhere. So, we were lucky enough to get sponsored to get into this party. Got to meet the host, got to meet a lot of people from this group this new group from, social media that we've joined that we've only met a small handful of. We got to reconnect with people that we've met before. Amazing house party. I can't wait to go back.
I enjoyed myself there, reconnecting with a couple people.
Yes.
Actually getting to talk to a wonderful couple that I just think the world of.
Same.
That actually were the ones that invited us to the social media group. And so I had an opportunity to sit down with him, and then I got an opportunity to sit down with his wife. She was an amazing conversationalist with me.
She is such a babe.
Again, amazing woman.
Yes.
Sexy.
Smart.
God, won me over in a heartbeat.
Oh, my God. If there's one thing in a woman that really turns me on, if she's got a brain, oh, fuck.
I had a great time. I thank her for all the time she let me steal away from her. But amazing. And I enjoyed talking to the husband. Had an opportunity to nerd out at that house party a little bit. Appreciate that. And got to talk to some beautiful women at the party. Got to meet some
hottie toddy unicorns.
Ooh, and also some beautiful, beautiful wives. Oh my God.
Yes.
Really look forward to going back. Hopefully get an opportunity to chat with them. But we had to run back to the hotel after, boy, that 3 hours went so quick.
So fast. I know. I wanted to stay longer.
I did too. The body shop opened at 9 p.m. It was 8:30 in a blink of an eye. So we left, got something to eat, went back to the hotel, got changed. And what was the theme that night?
So it was actually their last night of being open in the Canton location. I guess that they have a location in Pittsburgh and maybe another one in another place, but the Canton Body Shop, it was their last event, and it was Naughty Prom, actually.
Naughty Prom. But it was also the resurgence of the beer belt.
Bam, bam, bam.
But
because
before we talk about your wonderful accessory you bring now.
Oh, you hate it.
You look stunning in that black dress.
Thank you.
And I want to say thank you because it was something we didn't get to do ever in our lives together. But thank you for being my prom date.
Thank you for inviting me to prom. I actually never went to a prom at all. I know that Mr. fucking Popular over here probably had 3 banging hot gals hanging off his arms at prom, but I never went. So it was my first prom ever. So it made it extra special that I could do it with you.
I loved being there with you.
Don't go too Hallmark on me. But I loved it too.
We had previously discussed what happened to us at Euros.
Yes.
And we were trending on a path at the body shop that night that we were at Euro, something similar. Mm-hmm. And so it was recognized. I just got
in a weird headspace, and I feel like you noticed it right away. And I mean, made direct eye contact, like turned me to face you and said, "Can we please step away and have a private conversation before you get any further into your head. And that, I think that was all I needed to recognize, oh shit, we're gonna do the thing that we said we were gonna do.
Yeah. And we went into the back, semi-private. We were alone.
Yeah.
And we had a wonderful discussion together. Really came together in a beautiful, solid fashion.
Yeah, I would agree. That was probably one of my favorite parts of the night, honestly.
It really was for me too. Even though we had phenomenal sex at the hotel when we got there.
That's true. But that conversation almost felt like a reconnection in a way.
It really did.
Because it connected us in a way that only you and I can connect together.
And the situation that was brought about, we're going to keep to ourselves. But the conversation was just amazing to me on the front that we came back stronger.
For sure.
So much stronger together. I fell in love with you all over again in that moment because it was just great.
That was awesome. I loved that. And it really solidified how well we know each other and how well we know ourselves, that you were able to recognize that I was in my head even though I said that I was not. And took that plan that we made and put it into action, and it worked.
They say intelligence is you learn from your own mistakes, and wisdom is the ability to learn from others. So we were able to gain wisdom that we learned from other mistakes that we had made. So that was a great night. We took a lot of positivity out of that single situation.
Yeah, a ton. And honestly, like that reconnection for us is kind of, I was going to say that's what drove us to go back to the hotel, but a big part of what drove us to go back to the hotel is because it was, their last hurrah. It was really difficult to find an area that was open for play. And we thought we were so clever because the room from where we were sitting in the corner, no one had gone in it. So for us, we thought we were geniuses and we were going to get into this room. And when we went to go in it, it actually turned out to be the room that had a shower in it. And apparently we just weren't paying attention on the tour.
Wah, wah.
Well, and then another room opened up and we were waiting and waiting and waiting. We're so excited. And there's a whole bunch of other people in the hallway also waiting. And you grabbed me and said, fuck these other people. Let's get in here. And he turned the corner first and walked into this room and turned and looked at me, and I was still making my way into it from the hallway. And he said, wait till you see what's in here. The only thing in that room was a giant sex swing. And I walked in and said, I don't think I'm ready for this. I just know I'm going to get twisted up in one of those things like a fucking a turtle in a 6-pack can holder. I just know it. I know that's going to happen to me. I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
I don't know. It seems like by the time you and I figured it out, it'd be like, fuck it, let's go.
Yes. I don't have the patience to learn. We'd have to get one here at home and set it up and maybe practice so that, when
I'm not sure I'm all
one,
into that, man. It'd be like the air conditioner blowing the wrong way. Ladies know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So, yeah, we ended up just going back to the hotel and really enjoying our night alone together.
Turned out amazing.
That was
Car
awesome.
ride home was even better to be able to recap everything that went on, plus that conversation, and just...
I love our drives home together.
I do, too.
I love them so much. I learned so much about us and about you and about me. I really, really enjoy those car rides with you.
So, what do we have coming up next?
Ooh, okay. So, hang on a second as we're talking about what's coming up next. If you listen to our interview series between two pineapples and have heard the Rocco and Tink interview, here is a super fun update for everyone else who listened to them and fell in love with them.
So exciting.
So magical. And I think we've talked about it before, but they're engaged, and they have actually decided to have their wedding at the next event, so that all of their naked friends and chosen family can be there to enjoy it. So as part of that, we actually went to their bachelor and bachelorette party and had the fucking time of our lives.
I had a great time at dinner. We went to Hamburger Mary's.
I fucking love drag queens. I know I've said it before. It's always worth saying.
I'm not sure. Maybe some of the people in the crowd behind us were ready for all of us, but
Oh, nobody was ready.
I enjoyed the company. Had a great time. Shout out to the great food there.
Oh my God.
Wow. And then we went back to a B&B after that.
Well, you guys did.
Oh, well, the boys split up from the gals.
The girls
we
got
went
to do
back to the
something
house.
different.
We were, I think, originally intended on playing cards, but then wound up just playing shots.
Oh, that's a fun game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
love
that caught up
for
quick.
You. We, the girls went to a male review, and I laughed so hard that my guts hurt the next day. We had so much fun. That group of gals, I've never laughed harder. Never in my life. They are amazing. We had such a good time.
I think I kissed every one of them as they walked past me.
I'm pretty sure you did, you whore. Whatever.
I don't apologize to anybody there.
No, don't do that. Well, and Mr. Silver Fox is in the wedding, so you got a beautiful gift from the bride and groom.
Oh.
You have to talk about that because you're using it in this moment, and I feel like it deserves some attention because it is gorgeous.
The amount of thought and everything that went into the gift was just amazing.
Honestly, just invigorates one of the million reasons why we absolutely love these people.
So when I drink hard liquor, I'm a bourbon guy. I like a sweet bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
And Rocco is an aficionado in the alcohol industry.
100%.
Brewery owner. He listens when I talk, and he got me Maker's bourbon, and I'm drinking it out of the most amazing. It looks laser etched silver fox glass.
So fucking sexy.
The image of a silver fox it appears to be laser etched.
I think it's
on
etched,
the cup.
yeah.
And I also got to enjoy a wonderful cigar. It's a 3-cigar set. I also got a cigar cutter as well as a part of my gift.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to enjoy a wonderful cigar. Sent him the picture of me enjoying my libation and cigar that night. Wonderful conversation with him that evening. I am looking so forward to seeing them in their wedding. I wish them the best. They are an amazing couple.
Oh, my God. I can't wait for that wedding. It's going to be the best day.
So really, really looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's the theme? 80s night?
Oh, yeah. We're going to celebrate the 80s, baby.
Now, there's also a charity that evening event.
Yep.
We'll describe the event afterwards because I'm looking forward to that.
The raffles and the 50-50 that weekend are all going to a organization that has a huge hand and a huge focus in issues about veteran suicide. If anybody is looking for more information, they want to make a donation, you're more than welcome to reach out to us, and we will get you that information.
Awesome, good stuff. Love participating in that.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the 50-50s that if I ever win, I love to give back.
Absolutely.
You know,
Every time.
Every time. The lifestyle community I found is just awesome when it comes to friends in need.
Yes.
And charities and organizations and things that matter
And
to everyone.
and small businesses and
Oh, absolutely.
you know, we have a friend in the lifestyle right now that's in a contest to be in Health and Fitness magazine, and you know, we're voting for her all the time on Facebook, and it's like that is one really nice thing that I absolutely love about the lifestyle is that everyone is welcome. Everyone is supportive. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just feels good to be part of something like that.
So, congratulations to the two of you.
Mm-hmm.
We love you two so much. Really looking forward to that.
Can't wait.
80s theme following night.
I'm not giving away anything about that. We're doing something unexpected.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, you don't have a choice. I'm just going to get your outfit because otherwise you're going to fuck it up. I love you, but...
So, being new in the lifestyle.
All right, let's jump into our topic. If you're joining us from season 1, you might have noticed at the beginning of today's episode and this season that we changed up our intro a little bit, and that came from, I guess I'm tired of calling myself new.
I don't know if I'm tired about it. I just think it's not so much fair representation of us anymore.
Okay. I mean that's fair, but I do feel like there's a stigma that comes with calling yourself new, with people viewing you as new, being viewed as new, and I would say that we still even feel that sometimes now when we go to a new place or we join a new group. There's always that kind of introductory period of freshness, I guess, where
there's no familiarity there.
Yeah, sure.
And people don't know how you react in play situations. You haven't interacted with them. They haven't had a chance to gauge you as a person. So of course, when we go to new places, we will probably run into that time and time again. But I think it's fair to say not everybody is going to have the same viewpoint as us on this. We are very guilty of diving in with both feet. We weren't reserved about a lot of things.
No.
We kind of saw our desires, talked about it ad nauseum, and then just went right after it.
Yeah.
I don't think everybody's going to be able to do that per se, and I'm not limiting anybody to saying you can't do it.
Sure.
I'm just saying that, some people with that experience of stating you're new and that experience that we went through, that maybe they enjoy that, the reserved part of it, because they don't feel pressured in any way.
Okay.
Whereas we don't really want to be held as reserved. We really mean what we say.
Yes. Yeah. There came a point where, we kind of sat down and had the conversation where I kind of felt like in some situations we were being limited just because people weren't always taking us for face value.
Sure.
Because of that lack of familiarity.
Right. So we have had discussions with each other, like what defines new, and I posed the question. So if I go to 5 events in the span of 10 years, am I new compared to us where we probably went to 30 plus events?
And I think that's such a great point.
And I think, like anything, the more time you experience it, the more experienced you become, of course. It's just a natural progression. So I don't think that it's really up to anyone to define it for other people. It's where you define it with your partner.
I agree.
I don't think we need to do that anymore. Let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a lot of discussions with other people, and I think it's fair to say that saying that we're doing it from a beginner's perspective anymore would kind of be not factually accurate.
Yeah, I'd say that'd be pretty disingenuous. I don't feel like a beginner. Not the way I'm crossing things off my fucking bucket list.
But I wouldn't put us at, hey, we're highly advanced, highly experienced couple.
Oh God, no.
But,
we're not the expert or anything
no,
by any means.
We're the experts of finding trouble for ourselves.
Oh, 100%. But I'm one of those people that, I feel like I'm always learning and growing. I want to learn and grow. I love hearing other people's experiences. I love hearing, other people's journey in this lifestyle and, how they got in and, what led them to do the things that they do. And I love the dynamics of that in other people. That's a huge part of what makes me want to meet everyone.
And that brings up my comfort level with things I haven't experienced when people that have experienced it share their experience with me. And that's such a special thing because it's like, oh, you know what? The way you just talked about that, I was totally out before we started this conversation, but
yeah,
I'm in. Where are we going?
Yeah.
But again, we're known to go with the flow to a fault.
That is true.
And that's kind of where we run into trouble sometimes too, because
yes,
we don't know exactly. Like, I can't tell you, yeah, I'm coming back to this party because I have no idea where the next one's going to take me.
No fucking clue. No fucking clue.
But changing the intro, moving on in our journey in the lifestyle, I am super excited for this season.
I really am too.
Summer of Sexiness kicked off with a bang.
Oh yeah, this is going to be the best summer of our fucking lives. I'm really excited. I guess I do want to, for the people that I guess do call themselves new, that do still view themselves as new, or who haven't even entered the lifestyle, who are thinking about it, who, are doing their research and just listening. All of those things that come with being new and the good and the bad that comes with it is all going to be part of your journey. Don't go anywhere. Stay. Socialize, learn yourself, learn your partner, meet new people, learn your kinks, learn how to ask what you want, find out who your people are. There is a place for you. There's a place for everyone in the lifestyle.
And nobody has to hit the ground running, of course. No. We just are very, very secure within ourselves, within our sexual desires, very clear in our communication that really allowed us to take advantage of things we defined in, I would say, a more rapid progression, but also, the time on target, spending a lot of time at events with lifestyle couples and just being a part of the community for probably more than maybe some have the opportunity to based on their geographical locations. Mm-hmm. We are
very fortunate in that.
A great access and where we live, where we can touch just about anywhere in our state within a 2.5 hour drive. Mm-hmm. So we get to enjoy some major cities that have some very wonderful clubs to participate into within just a couple hours drive. So the ability to for us is that we have access to a lot and we can take advantage of it.
A lot of access for sure.
And it seems like we have a pretty good population of the community too, because we go on dinners. We can probably tie up the majority of our weeks too.
Oh, easy.
No problem, but
literally just eating food and bullshitting with people
because they're just freaking amazing.
Yeah, I love doing that.
Oh my God. Some of the better nights of just sitting around and just talking with like-minded people.
Yes.
And being your true self, because there's nothing you have to hide.
Yeah.
Your desires are accepted. The way you're dressed is accepted. The person you are is accepted. And we found that misunderstandings can be cleared up quickly because communication being so key within the lifestyle, other people are keen on their communication as well.
Yes.
So just being able to reach out and say, hey, we want to talk about something real quick, and they're more than receptive. Everything goes down the path. The communication has been phenomenal for us. And I'd say that's a bonus for us that we've really enjoyed in the lifestyle.
Yeah, that's huge.
And just the laughter and innuendos and stuff when you go out in a vanilla setting with your lifestyle friends is somewhat magical to me.
Yeah, that really is.
It's very special.
I do love that.
So swinging forward, Mrs. Silver Fox, do you even have a list left? Of course you do.
Yeah, I do. Of course. Yeah, of course I do. I want to do more spit roasting. Now I feel like that it's made it off the bucket list. It's going to go on the repeat offender bucket list. I really, really fucking love that.
There's a couple different ways I want to try it with you too.
Yeah, there's been a couple ways that you've kind of talked about it that made me think, oh, that'd be a neat spin on that.
But if there is a fourth in the room, I even have more ideas.
Oh, I love that for me.
Rather than just your basic MFM spit roast.
Sure.
If there's a
That
additional
okay,
female, I have ideas.
There is nothing fucking basic about that. That is not a iced caramel macchiato, okay? That is a whole ass brown sugar oat milk latte on ice. So watch your tone. Something else that I really want to have that I'm gonna put on my swing forward, and I'm already looking at options and I'm already considering different brands and sizes. I want a really high quality strap on. Not for you. I just want to be really clear. It's not for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's here for you, babe.
So are you looking to be a pegger, or do you want to play with another female with it?
For sure I want to play with other females with it. I think I'd be really good at pegging. I don't know if I would ever want to use the same, like, I almost have to have two different dicks for that.
I would agree, just for sanitary purposes.
For sanitation, and I don't care how clean it gets. I don't want to, one, it'll be clearly labeled maybe with a permanent marker like Toy Story. On the underside of one of those dicks, it says
or
ass.
Just get different colors or something.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I could do that too.
They don't have to be identical.
I just want to write the word ass on the underside of one of them. So yeah, definitely one to start for the ladies, and maybe I'll add on later to my collection. We'll see. We'll see what I might be into. I'm not sure. But I think that could be fun, and I really want to try one of those. There it is.
Perfect. What else do you have going on?
I don't think I have any other... Oh, no, yes, I do. I have one more. And you probably share it with me because I feel like we've talked about it. At least one time this summer, I want to do something that is at one of like the nude resort things. Like, I want to walk around naked in the sun and get sunburn everywhere.
Okay.
On my titties. Everywhere.
I think that's fair.
I think that would be fun too.
I'm willing to give it a shot.
Listen, like,
let's check it out, see how it is.
I guess I could try and go look at boobs all day in the hot sun and shut up. You're going to love it. Titties everywhere.
I'm sure it'll be perfectly fine.
Oh, speaking of that, enough people asked about the swinging forward, everything's going to be perfectly fine t-shirts that we have a link for those now on, is it Twitter or is it on the website?
It'll be on the website.
Okay.
So we will be able to sell that on there for people that want it, and maybe get a hoodie or something. I really would want a hoodie. I love hoodies.
Yeah, actually, that would be super cute. Yeah, especially around a bonfire when it gets chilly.
But the Silver Fox itself, I love that image. I love that image. Mm-hmm. And it says swinging forward on the front, and everything is going to be perfectly fine on the back. I love that shirt. That was an amazing design.
It took at least 15 to 20 people asking us where they could get a shirt before it finally clicked for me that people might actually be interested.
That it wasn't a joke?
Yeah. Because at first I did kind of think that. I felt like, who on earth would want a shirt with something silly that I said one time, but after enough people asked, I thought, oh shit, I think these people might be serious.
Well, and wearing them, and people would point at them too. Mm-hmm. So we'll have a link for that, and hopefully a hoodie on there as well. The website, once it gets fully published, we'll tweet it out. We're in the finality of it, so hopefully by the time this podcast is released or shortly thereafter, that'll be live, and you can listen to us or find us at your favorite platform. And additional information about the Silver Foxes. We hope to keep an event calendar on there, keep it up to date, what we're doing. Not only what we're doing, we want to be able to share in the community's events and maybe share some of those events and how they can get in touch with those people, hopefully in some of their areas. You know, that's a goal of ours. We'll see how well we can do with that.
Yeah.
So super exciting stuff coming our way. Now, swinging forward for Mr. Silver Fox, I'm going to actually be completely selfish in my request.
Oh, okay.
Like,
buckle up, bitches.
Completely selfish. There's a lot of enjoyment in group play. I would say I enjoy group play. We recently had a chat about separate rooms with each other.
Yeah.
And what our personal preferences are. And I was a little shocked at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was. But then again, I wasn't terribly shocked because we've done it.
Right.
You know, so, but I guess I didn't really think what your preference would be in the way that you decided. Now, I'm not going to disclose it here because that's between us. But in my request, I do want to be so selfish. I want to have another threesome.
Is that it?
No, that's not. It's not completely it.
Oh.
That's one of my things swinging forward.
Okay.
I really want to have another very intimate threesome. I would.
Okay.
I mean, of course. Right?
Yeah, okay.
But
sure. No problem. Let me put that on my list, and we'll just take care of it. Let me call some people.
The elusive unicorn experience, you know, always hangs in the balance. You know, so that's always something.
And they are fucking elusive too.
They really
They
are.
are far more elusive than a fox. I'll tell you that.
They sure are.
God bless them. But the ones that we have met so far are some of the most amazing sexually charged women I have ever met in my life, and they own that sexual charge, and I love that.
And that independence that exists
yes.
in a confident unicorn
Sexy.
is sexy, and it's reassuring at the same time. But if we can ever catch one, that'll be so neat. I don't know if we need elven rope, but
I'm not sure either.
you know, I'm ready to try to go to Mordor to gain access to the rope.
Boots
to
of
catch
chasing
a unicorn.
plus 10. I'm not
Sure,
sure.
something.
We can make it work.
Yeah, there's a wizard. I don't know.
There's got to be a nerd trap out there that can, like, what do we put under the box with the stick propping it up that draws in a unicorn? I'm not sure.
But I would like to be able to find a couple in my second one where we can have individual experiences with them. Maybe not at the same time.
Oh. Okay.
I'm somewhat interested in having that discussion and seeing where that takes us.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we've kind of done that before, and you know how much I enjoyed it. And yeah, I would love to find that kind of relationship again. That was a lot of fun for me.
That was a lot of fun for me too. There was a lot of excitement involved in it. You know, everybody talking about it and knowing what was going on was important.
Even though everyone knew what was going on, it was still kind of sexy and sneaky.
Kind of sexy.
Yeah.
It was off the chart.
Super sexy, but also kind of sneaky.
Sure.
I love that.
I do want to have somewhat of a work fantasy. Maybe not at the location of work, but I like the idea of role playing in that facet somehow.
I have noticed that in some of your conversations for sure.
That's something I want to experience to see if it is indeed what I think it would be. Would it be every bit as sexy as I want it to be? Almost had it lined up once things fell through.
Yeah.
But had been talking to other people about it that have had those experiences, and they seem to be amazing for them. So I would like to see if that experience is something I really, truly want to know.
Yeah, I definitely support and encourage you experiencing that.
Fair enough.
That's
So I guess that's my swinging forward as we head
Okay.
down the road.
okay. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I think there's all kinds of naughty things I want to talk about, but I'll wait till the show's done. So you can find me on SLS. I'm silverfox79. You can also find me on Swinger Zone Central as silverfox79.
I am silverfox79 on all platforms. You can find me on Cassidy, where I'm a certified photographer, and you can also find me on Swingtowns, where I'm just kind of a slut.
We also have a Twitter. We are at silverfoxswings, and we are also available by email if you prefer a very much discreet approach to us at silverfoxswingset@gmail.com. We would love to hear your sexy stories and the things you tell us. We never share with anyone. That is between you and us if you reach out via email.
Yeah, reach out, especially if you want to take us to dinner and drink beer and say sexy things.
I like sexy pictures, too.
I do. Oh my. Don't get me started. And as I always say, I'm going to try my best, but I can't please everybody. I'm not a pizza. You finished strong, but when you started and kind of did the whole build up for the threesome thing, I thought, this is all he's fucking got. We've had 3 months to think about swinging for him. This is all he's fucking got. Babe, I'll get you one of those in like 15 minutes. Hand me your phone.
I had other things, damn it.
Well, I did.
Give me a fucking chance here, man.
Give me a chance. Stand back. I don't know how big it's going to get.
Yeah. I don't want to peek in my first comment.
Fucking shit.